Hello, hello.
Hello, guys.
How are we feeling today?
Oh my god, I feel like so many things happened since
Yeah.
the last time we recorded an episode.
Yeah. Iris did like a huge surgery. Well, not a
Not
huge
huge.
surgery.
A tiny one, actually.
Tiny, but it's huge because it was like 2 teeth at the same time.
2 wisdom teeth, so now I have no wisdom in me. No, I still have one. The only one left. But yeah, it was kind of tough because I started feeling pain, so I had to go do this emergency surgery, and we had to stop working together for like 1 week. So we postponed this episode. But luckily, since we record some episodes ahead, you guys didn't feel a thing.
Yeah, you guys didn't feel a thing.
Yeah, but I felt it all.
Yeah, we came here today and we were like,
this little cheek, very swollen.
Yeah.
Now it's fine.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
You don't look like a little hamster anymore.
But I used to. I sent you a picture. Just very swollen. But it was easier than I thought because it was 2, so I was very scared to remove them. But it was actually easier than I thought. Just 1 week and you're fine. I still have a little sensibility when I eat there, but other than that, I'm fine. I removed my stitches today.
That's so good. And you're going to Coachella, I
Oh
heard.
my god. That's another news. I said this is from the fairy godmother because I removed 2 teeth, so it was like a present to me. I'm very excited because I'm gonna see Frank Ocean. That's the main reason.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
your
obsessed with
favorite
Frank.
artist.
My
ever.
favorite
Yeah.
ever. So I couldn't be more excited. But by the time this episode airs, I'm like it's over. Coachella is over.
Coachella is over. Wow, that's so crazy to think about it. Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm gonna be hearing this in the car, heading to LA. I'm very happy because I saw Frank live. Hopefully.
Yeah, you will, for sure, for sure.
And you're going to Amsterdam.
I'm going to Amsterdam again.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, I'm going to travel. So we're both going to travel at the same time, actually.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. It was like my first trip with my boyfriend. And we're going to go back.
Full circle.
Full circle. This time with a little bit more budget.
With a little bit more money.
Exciting things are coming.
I really want to visit Amsterdam too because the only time I went there was with you when we had a layover. So it was just a few hours, but it seems so beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm very, very excited to go someday. But yeah, traveling apart, today we have a more serious topic.
We have a very serious topic, guys. It's gonna get very deep. I'm very scared.
Same. I wrote down some notes.
I didn't.
So today I'm gonna have this little sheet here with me to help me because I feel it's a subject that I have like a lot of things to say, especially like a lot of different moments where I feel this. And in case you guys don't know, we are talking about
Imposter Syndrome.
Ooh. Hi, this is Iris.
And this is Sophia.
And you're listening to Undressed.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what it is, this weird name, it's basically feeling like you are a phony in your life, as in you aren't able to feel fulfilled by your goals and by what you achieved. You feel like what you achieved isn't
Never enough.
Maybe it was just luck.
Yeah.
Or just because you like overworked yourself. It feels like you are gonna get caught eventually. I feel like, or that the luck is gonna end. Yeah,
I think you feel
like
very
that.
different from like other people who do the same as you. And I think this can be like job related or hobby related or just in life.
Yeah, relationships.
You feel like
as
relationships, you feel like all the other people are the real deal and you're just pretending your way up.
Yeah.
But I actually made a little research and I didn't know there's like 5 types. I don't know if this is like super accurate, but when I searched for it, it says there is 5 different types of imposter syndrome.
Really?
Yeah, so I wrote them down for you.
Okay, let's hear them all.
Actually, I highlighted like 3 that I think I suffer from 3 of these.
Okay.
Let's see how many you suffer and if are the same as me. So the first is the perfectionist, where basically these type of people set very high expectations for themselves, and that even if they meet 99% of these goals, a small loss will feel like a large failure. So the 1% that you don't get right will haunt you,
Yeah.
and you feel like you're never like what you do is never good enough. It's not never at the 100%. So do you feel you're a perfectionist?
I think that is a little bit as in when you, for example, I feel a lot this in my life when I've been wanting something for so long and then I get it, but then I don't even celebrate it. I don't even acknowledge it. I don't even let myself be happy for achieving it. I'm already thinking about the next thing that I don't have and that I have to do.
But
And
for the
I
one that you
think,
put out, imagine like content wise, or I don't know, maybe something you do in your life, even if it's like an event for your friends, a dinner, do you get do you feel hunted by the 1% that went wrong if it wasn't perfect?
maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I'm
But
the
don't you
same.
think it's the same as this thing that I was saying? Because it's kind of like, yes, you got that thing that you wanted, but you are only seeing the glass half like empty because you are always going for the thing that you don't have next. So I think
Yeah,
it's a bit of perfectionism in that. It's
maybe in
like,
the long run.
exactly, like I need to
So
have everything, I need to
yeah,
do everything.
you don't celebrate like the journey
Yeah,
unless like you have all the 100% done of
exactly.
like your life goal or whatever. So
Exactly.
I feel, yeah, maybe I feel I'm the same because I feel somewhat of a perfectionist since I every time that I put something out, content or whatever, or even like I was saying, like a dinner for friends, I want it to be perfect, but at the same time I have this that I'm very impulsive. So I feel like somehow I managed to put things out, and this part of me, the perfectionist in me, doesn't make me like stop putting stuff out. I prefer to put them out even if they are somewhat wrong
Yeah.
still, but it kind of hunts me. Like example, this podcast, I feel like for us to get this right, it was very hard. We are learning every episode, but I get like super nervous when I see something wrong. I want to make everything right.
But like,
Remember the microphones were in front of our
yeah,
faces in
yeah, the
episode 1.
microphones
That
were,
haunts me a little bit.
it does, because the video is
Just a
still
little bit.
there.
It haunts me a bit.
Yeah, makes sense.
The second one is natural genius. So the natural genius has been top of the class for as long as they can remember, and in their school days, success came easy. As they grow and mature, however, they are bound to encounter scenarios where achievement doesn't present itself as second nature, and hard work or struggle is required for their desired results. So I think this imposter syndrome for these people come because they face like the adult life is not as easy as when they were in
Uh-huh.
school and everything
Mm-hmm.
was so natural to them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel you're a natural
No,
genius?
not a natural genius. No, I don't think so. Do you?
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
didn't highlight this one either because I think I'm not afraid at all of hard work, so that
No.
never really. But yeah, in school I didn't study much, so that part was kind of true. I didn't feel like I had like somewhat good grades, and I didn't like work very
Yeah.
hard as I do now. So
Yeah.
that part I can relate, but other than that, I don't feel I'm a natural genius.
Sad face.
Sad face emoji. Next one is the rugged individualist. So these kind of imposters struggle to reach out when they need assistance, as they feel getting help with a task invalidates their contribution or shows that their own skill set is somewhat lacking.
I'm not like that, but you are.
I
Yeah.
I don't even need to say
Yeah.
it. This might be my main one
Mm.
because I feel like it gets in the way to me.
Uh-huh.
It was the thing that I discovered more when I started like working and not like in school, because in school I was already like this and it only affected me if you had like group work.
Yeah, I remember you saying
Yeah.
that when you had group works, it would be your worst nightmare.
Yeah.
But because you wanted to control everything, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a control freak and it gets in the way. And then I learned that I need to get help because it's gonna prevent you from getting further in your career if you're that stubborn and you
Mm-hmm.
don't ask for help. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I feel I'm like this, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get better.
Yeah.
And now we have a team, and I work with you, and we have people working with us. So I think I'm better now, a little bit. And you're like, why so
Silence. Let's
quiet,
let's hear the next
Sophia?
one. No, you are
Okay.
better.
The next is the expert. This drive to become the expert can trigger imposter syndrome, holding you back from applying for jobs because you feel you don't meet all the criteria in the description. So this one, I was reading a little more than this, and it's basically when you have the feeling to research a lot and be like get all the knowledge you can about something before you be able to call yourself, I don't know, whatever your job
Yeah.
is.
I think I have that one.
You have that one?
Yeah, I think so. I studied a lot before doing the job that we do now.
Yeah.
I'd have like 2 degrees and then a master degree.
My God.
And then
You
I'm
studied
not
a
even
lot.
aware of that. The other day I had this conversation with my friends and they were like, "Oh my god, you wrote 2 theses. You studied in college for like 6 or 7 years." And I was like,
That's crazy.
"Yeah, I did." And they were like hyping me up. I was like, "Why? I've never thought about that. I don't do that with myself."
You don't
Like,
really validate all your
yeah,
skills.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, but you studied a lot. 2 theses, I can't imagine. I never wrote one.
Yeah.
So I can't
I'm
imagine.
not I think maybe it's because I didn't like it, so I'm not proud of it.
But
It
you
was
still got
very
the
hard.
knowledge, so
Yeah, I still got the knowledge.
you can be proud of it. And next we have the superhero, which is the last one. Superheroes push themselves to work harder than everyone around them to prove that they are not imposters. Their expectations for themselves are higher than the expectations for others, and they feel a sometimes overwhelming need to succeed in every element of their life. So imagine not only job, but
Mhm.
if you have a hobby, you also need to be like good at it. If you have like even at home, you need to be like the best organizing your
Yeah.
home
Yeah, I don't think I'm like that. I think I only have imposter syndrome with my job.
with your job. Yeah. Yeah, I highlighted this one for me. I think I'm like this in everything. Like maybe not like housewife stuff, housekeeping, but like my hobbies. I dance. We talked about this in the first episode, and I feel the same in dance. Like if you call me a dancer, I have trouble accepting that. I don't
Yeah.
feel I'm a dancer because I will never like reach the skills of my teachers, and also I know there are so many better dancers. So even though I do it for years, I still have trouble accepting the word that I'm a dancer.
Yeah.
It's
But if
weird.
you think about it, better dancers than your teachers. So then
Probably.
they couldn't call themselves dancers as well.
I know. And
If
I
you
know
think about
most
that.
people probably suffer from this imposter syndrome, but I don't know why this happens. I feel like I have a list of why this happens actually. We're gonna get there in a minute. But it's crazy, the imposter syndrome, because if you think in theory, I know it's stupid and everyone
Yeah.
should be called a dancer if you dance, but I can't help to feel like this.
Mhm.
I
I
don't
think
know how
to
it
me it's
happens.
just always the feeling of uh being lucky, like achieving stuff for luck, and that things are always going to go wrong eventually. And that, for example, if I get a job that I'm super excited about, a collaboration with a
Yeah,
brand, whatever, uh I might be happy for a day or two, but then I'm already thinking, okay, they're not going to come back.
same.
It's going
I'm
to
the
be a
same.
once in a life thing. And it's so stupid to think. Maybe it's true. Maybe I think like that because it has happened before like that. So I'm only being rational. But I'm already like putting myself down and thinking like that is not gonna happen again.
I feel we might do it also to protect ourselves,
Yeah, definitely.
because I felt like such a shock before of like thinking something's gonna happen and then not happening and me like crying my eyes
Mm,
out. So next time I'm like, no, let's just pretend this is not gonna happen until
yeah.
we are sure. That might be one of the reasons. But for this type of syndrome, imagine in your job, do you feel like you're a content creator like other content creators, or do you feel somewhat lacking?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I wrote down that too. One of the feelings I get, that imposter syndrome gives me, is like comparing with other
Yeah.
people in the same field of work or hobbies like dance.
Yeah, but then again
That
our
triggers my
job is
syndrome.
so easy to compare.
Exactly.
I think it's impossible not to have imposter syndrome in our job.
Yeah, content creation is very hard for this because I feel with other jobs you still have this, but you don't know the achievements of your colleagues.
Yeah.
You're, at least they are not like you can do. Maybe at the end of the year, there's something where you see their bonus for what they got in sales. I don't know, but
Yeah.
in this particular one, we have it every day.
Exactly. That's
They
the
are
thing.
rubbing in your faces, like, and we do the same to others. It's just like, look at this deal I have, look at this traveling, look at everything. So we can see what others are getting, and we focus on that,
Mhm.
unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely. And always, always, always focusing on what we didn't get instead of focusing on what we did get. They might be feeling the same.
Exactly.
Yeah. But to me, the thing that I think is harder is to learn how to distinguish your thoughts from like what is imposter syndrome and what is reality,
Okay.
you know?
Oh, to see if you're being too dramatic or if you're really less than.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think that's your imposter syndrome.
That's the imposter syndrome talking right
That
now.
exactly right now. You're seeing it live.
Yeah. Anyways, I think it's hard to be able to hear that those thoughts and be like, no, stop that. Like, get out of my head. I am enough. I'm good enough. And yeah, I think that's the hard part of it.
Same. Because sometimes we talk about that kind of thing, like deals that we are getting and other influencers are getting, and sometimes we really believe that we get less of. So
Uh-huh.
it's hard to understand if it's real or if it's our imposter syndrome. But for sure that someone is watching our Instagram and being triggered by us as well.
Hmm.
So it's a very hard one.
It's a very hard one. Yeah.
So another thing where I feel this is feeling something that I done should have better outcome. So I really believe in the stuff that I make. So imagine I create this I'm always talking about job here, but imagine if I create this reel that I'm really proud of or TikTok and it doesn't go well. It triggers my imposter syndrome because I had so much confidence in that piece of work.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. Yeah.
And I really thought that would go well. And when it doesn't, start like doubting myself instead of
Hmm.
thinking like, well, maybe it was the algorithm. I always doubt myself first. No.
But that's the thing. It's so hard because then what you said right now, well, maybe it's the algorithm. If I think that, the next second I'm like, yeah, you're really like fooling yourself there, aren't you, Sophia? Like
Look
telling
at
yourself
you.
it's the algorithm. Yeah, okay. You know, close your eyes and just don't see what's right in front of you. That's the thing. That's the duality for me. It's so hard.
It's like a little devil in your
Yeah,
shoulder
exactly.
saying, no, Sophie, it's not the algorithm,
Yeah.
it's you.
Yeah. But then that's the imposter syndrome and I wanted to shut up. Like, so how do
Yeah.
I shut him up? It's so hard.
And I wish we had more tips. I have some by the end that I wrote down, but we still clearly suffer from this a lot. So it's not even something that we can now share with you, like, this is the way to go to get
Yeah.
rid of your imposter syndrome, because we have it a lot.
Yeah, I think it's important also to like go to the source because I've also read that it's very common to suffer from imposter syndrome if you had like a complicated childhood,
Oh,
if your parents like didn't value you enough, if they
yeah.
criticized you enough, if you didn't hear like compliments.
I see.
So yeah, I think it's also important to see if the root comes from there
Yeah,
and
probably.
because you weren't used to hearing like your compliments, you just became a perfectionist because you're always in search of those compliments like
I
later in
see.
life.
Validation.
Yeah, validation.
In my case, I don't feel that's case because I feel like I'm actually a very like confident person because
Mm-hmm.
my parents really
Yeah.
taught me that, and they approve a lot of things that I
Yeah.
do, and they never like bring me down and stuff. Um, so I don't know. I think for me it comes a lot from the type of
Yeah. I
job that
think
I
it's just
pick.
social media for you,
Yeah,
definitely.
and I'm like the cards. If you watch the Oracle,
Yeah.
He told me that every day I feel like I start from zero, and that's what I feel
Yeah.
every day. I'm like such a hustler that every day I feel like I need to prove myself. It's not for validation from others, it's myself. I don't feel like I'm a good dancer enough. I don't feel like I'm
Mhm.
a good content creator enough. And if you ask me like my goals, like
Mhm.
when do you have like a specific goal for your job that will make you say, okay, now I'm what I want to be? I can't tell you.
No.
Like a never ending hunger, and I feel it might destroy me someday. Very deep here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the main thing that I want to fight, is that never ending hunger that I have for everything.
Yeah, I had a bit of I just remembered this actually that I wanted to talk about, so I'm very happy right now. I had
Go
I
ahead.
had like a bit of a rough path the last year, and only now after like doing this research about imposter syndrome is that I realized that it came from imposter syndrome.
Wow.
Because imposter syndrome can also make you feel like very depressed and like because you are so unaware of what you achieved so far and because you are always doubting yourself because I was always thinking what's the point of doing that, why am I going to do that, the outcome is not going to be like what I want it to be. I got to a point where I just wanted to procrastinate.
Yeah.
So I think that's another like side of imposter syndrome, that it can literally lead to like procrastination because you are already doubting yourself even before you started doing putting on the work. And then like the procrastination probably leads to a bit
Hmm.
of a depression because you aren't doing what you want to do, but then if you do, you feel like you're never going to be good enough. And I was feeling that last year a lot with
Yeah.
the whole Instagram, TikTok, doing everything all at once, all of the changes. Yeah, it affected me a lot, and I think it came from imposter syndrome.
And do you feel it's also because I feel it? It's very in relation with the engagement and all in our
Yeah.
job, because I feel the less engagement we get, if there's like a low
Uh-huh.
peak, your imposter syndrome goes up.
Exactly.
Because you start doubting yourself if you don't
Yeah.
get like what you use, the results that you usually get. But this is not like an any other job, it's kind of different. So I feel like we shouldn't measure it like that, but we can help to, and
Mhm.
that triggers a lot. And if I feel like I'm in the down peak of engagement and my imposter goes up, what happens is that I get not motivated to
Yeah,
work.
exactly. Exactly.
Oh, have you ever felt you're being paid more than you should? You feel imposter syndrome that way?
What I feel sometimes is that I'm gonna do the job. I'm gonna put out the content, and then the brand is gonna be is gonna regret working with me
Yeah,
because of the results.
always because of engagement,
Always,
right?
yeah, maybe because of the engagement. Yeah, because if they don't like my content, but the engagement is good, I think I'm always gonna be happy with it. But if they like my content and the engagement is bad, I think I'm gonna be like, oh, they're never gonna work with me again. That's the thing all over again. They're never
All
gonna work
over,
with me again.
triggers everything all
Yeah,
over again.
they probably regret spending that much money on me. So yeah, maybe in that point, with that point of view, yes, maybe
Yeah.
sometimes. Yeah. Do
Yeah, me
you?
too. I feel like I get it, but it's very, it's not like the main imposter syndrome. I feel it just, and it doesn't bother me much. But
No.
if you ask me about it and if I think well about it, I think I felt it before, especially because it's hard to measure our rates, right?
Yeah.
It's based on, it's a very new job. So, of course, if I compare with other jobs and I feel like, okay, this is for like a story.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I feel like, okay, maybe I'm being paid more than I should, or
Mm-hmm.
although I know this is what influencers get and
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
like the reality of our
Yeah.
job and how many sales we bring to the brands, I know how we are like worth this amount, but
Yeah.
sometimes I do feel like that.
But then maybe if you get a proposal with too little, you get like
Mad.
mad. But then you're low key, is this maybe what I deserve? And then that also contributes to the imposter syndrome.
Oh,
It's like,
true.
how do they dare like proposing this? Don't they know like about my work and like what it takes to do the content that they want me to do?
That's
But
so
then I'm
true.
like, wait, maybe they do think that this is what I'm worth. Maybe they are right. And yeah.
But that's so true because I do get super mad if I'm offered like a less than what I think I deserve.
Yeah.
But the other way around, I feel like I deserve less. So it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I think we deserve what we deserve, but we still doubt ourselves a lot. That's the main thing.
That's the main thing. Yeah.
Oh, another one I have here. It's actually the last one that I wrote where I feel imposter syndrome. It's actually being present at like events, or imagine if you're going to a red carpet in Hollywood. Okay. Wouldn't you feel like you don't deserve to be there comparing to all the other people? Because I feel like that's sometimes, like if it's a big event full with influencers, I'm like, are they the real ones and I'm the imposter among these people?
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But I don't know why, because sometimes like there are people there who have even like maybe less followers or engagement or whatever, but you still feel this way.
100%. And the thing to me is that I think when I'm there, I'm like, oh my God, they're thinking that I shouldn't be there. They're like, what is this? Like,
what is this one doing here among us?
Yeah.
You can't sit with us.
Yeah, definitely.
But I wonder if celebrities also feel this. Like, imagine like the Oscars. Maybe you do like a wonderful movie or even like nominated for an Oscar and you still feel that way.
Yeah.
I think it's possible.
I think so. Because if you think about it, why would you feel like you don't belong? One, because you were a new actor, maybe?
Maybe.
Or because are the opposite. Because
have a long career and you never won.
You never won. Maybe you feel outdated. We also feel a bit outdated sometimes. Like, maybe we've been doing this for so long. People want to see new like content creators. They don't want to see us. Maybe actors feel that way too.
Maybe you feel less pretty, less thin, less on trend.Maybe you're like in the middle age or everything is perfect, but like, I don't know, you haven't done like a very hype movie in a long time. There's like 1,000
There's
different
always
reasons.
Gonna be something, I think.
If you want to have imposter syndrome, if your brain wants it, you're gonna have it no matter how successful you are. I feel this goes like everyone's like a disease.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, like I've just Googled it and 70% of people feel this way one time or another. 70%.
So you're telling me 30% never felt it?
Lucky ones.
Where are you? Who are you?
I know.
Wow.
Oh, must be nice.
The true lucky ones.
But don't worry, guys, because we have a little list here to help you fight it. To help you
us. you slash us.
We are a bit doomed, but yeah. So the number one is learn the facts. So yeah, I'm guessing that it's when it says learn the facts is to just look at things objectively. And if you feel like your brain is telling you something else, you're just like, no, like I did this, I achieved this, and this is what it is.
That's a great idea. Even making probably a list of your achievements.
Yeah.
I think I should do that probably.
I think that's very nice.
And read it every morning.
Yeah.
So you managed to complete this.
Exactly.
This.
It's kind of like a grateful list, something you are grateful for.
Yeah.
But like with your achievements.
Yeah, I think I need that because I focus a lot on what's to come and what went wrong. So.
The second point is to always celebrate your successes. And I think this is very important because it's about that thing where you achieve something you want, but you're already on to the next one.
True.
But I feel like if you like make yourself celebrate this first, at least maybe it gets stuck on your brain better.
We barely celebrated the launch of this podcast.
That's true.
We need to do a big party.
We need to do a big party.
Because you know what I was thinking right now as you were saying this? I was like, okay, we need to celebrate when we get like, I don't know.
Yeah.
1K followers or whatever in this podcast. But that's not good. We need to celebrate
just
the launch.
Yeah.
Just because.
And actually, I'm going to leave this idea here. We already talked about this, but one episode, we want to do it like with a bottle of tequila.
That's going to be our celebration.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And like free theme. No theme. We're just going to play games and
Should it be
drink
the
and
last
celebrate.
episode of the season?
Yes, let's do that.
I'm
So,
down.
yeah.
I'm down.
It's our
Celebration is
word
booked.
here. Our word here today. We're gonna do that.
We said it. We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do
Which bottle?
it.
We need to decide.
We need to decide. I really want to try the tequila from Kendall, but we're not able to buy it here, I think. Maybe you can bring from
Do you
LA.
think I can bring it on the plane? Just imagine.
Bring from Coachella.
The customs, like, what is this, girl?
Just put it on the, how do you say, on the check-in bag.
I'm gonna do that.
Just leaving the idea here. Okay. Number 3 is to let go of perfectionism.
Tough.
Yeah, this is just, we don't have more to talk about this. You just have to let go
And
of it.
actually, I usually say this when people ask what they should do to become like content creators. I always do this as like the number one rule, and I stand by it. If you're starting, you can't be perfect. So you just need to post things. And I feel like even for us, even if we are a bit perfectionist, I feel we still prefer to put it out. And that's the main rule. If it's not perfect, just put it out, and with time it's gonna be.
Yeah, and I think you're always evolving. I think the concept of perfect is impossible to have. Like,
to achieve.
if I look at my work from last month, I already hate some things that I did.
Same.
So, like, it's never going to be perfect, and it's not supposed to. Last but not least is to just be aware of what you're feeling when you're feeling imposter syndrome, and just accept it, because everyone is feeling it, and you just have to deal with it. But you have to be able to tell yourself what's happening, and just to shut the little voice that's not you, that's the imposter syndrome. And yeah, just focus
You
on the
can
good stuff.
visualize a little pet,
Yeah.
like a little devil. And if you're having bad thoughts, you're like, "Ah, that's the little brat.
Yeah.
Shut up.
You go in the corner in the back room.
Go in the drawer.
Yeah.
It's gonna be there always. That's something that I also realized with anxiety, because I never suffered from anxiety growing up, and it appeared to me like maybe 2-3 years ago. He was like, "Hey, how you doing?"
I heard you were a little bit too chill, too comfortable.
Were you bored? Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And one thing that I had to learn is to just accept it, that once you know it,
Yeah.
it's gonna be there forever.
Exactly. That's exactly the same as me. I think you even got anxiety before me. I
Yeah.
think I only got kicked with anxiety about like 1.5 years ago. And I didn't know, like, when people told me that they were anxious, I was like, what are you?
Drama queen.
What are you, like, nervous, like for a test? Like, you know, when you get nervous for a test, to me, like,
that type of anxiety
Yeah.
is totally different.
it's totally different. And now it's like, wow, I didn't know anything about anxiety. And yeah, sometimes, to me at least, sometimes I just wake up and I'm with anxiety.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
and
something that never leaves you.
yeah, and sometimes you
unfortunately.
can't even like pinpoint why.
Why? Yeah.
You just have to, live with
Sometimes
it.
it's very weird because you're in a hustle, and the anxiety lets you do the hustle you need, and then sometimes it hits you when you stop.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I remember the first time that I talked with you about my anxiety, because we were already working together the first time that I experienced anxiety. And I remember getting in the car like, Sophia, we need to talk.
I was
remember
like,
it.
shit is going down,
Yeah.
guys.
And I was like, so I've been suffering from this, and this, and I need to make some changes in my life. I need to like split better the work and the rest of my life. And
Yeah.
yeah, it was so weird because until that point I never experienced it, and then it changed my life completely, and it never goes away. That's what you need to learn. It's like you discovered you have a sibling.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
it's a new reality.
Yeah.
You can deal with it better and learn how to control it better, but you now know it, so it's gonna be there forever. And imposter syndrome, it's associated with anxiety, so it's basically the same. Little devil in you.
2 little devils.
2 little devils.
Yeah.
That like to hold hands.
That's so true. So yeah, should we go to our favorite part of the body?
Games.
Game time.
So excited. Let's do it.
Yay.
And the first game we're gonna play actually even helps us more to get over the imposter syndrome. So this game is gonna be called Boss Says Bitch. No.
Boss ass bitch. Yes.
I don't know. I don't think this is the name. But
No,
now
the
it
name
is.
is how to
Now
say
it is.
fuck you to imposter syndrome.
Exactly. So basically, we're gonna have a sentence, like a sentence of someone who suffers from imposter syndrome, and we need to rephrase it in order to be boss bitches.
Boss bitches. Love that. Let's do it. So the first sentence is I don't have enough experience. So yeah, let's think about when you are listening to the little devil in your head saying that to you. I don't have enough experience.
So the situation probably would be something like maybe you want to try to go for a job opportunity, and
Yeah.
this thought might come into your head.
Yeah. Maybe you even got an interview for that job. Maybe you just applied because you thought, why not? And now you're going to an interview and you're like,
I don't have enough
fuck, I don't have enough experience. What should you say to yourself in
This
order
is
to
very
be able to
interesting.
outcome this?
This is very interesting.
I don't need to have enough experience. I am capable of learning.
I'm very skilled at
I'm very
learning and
skilled.
fast learner.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a junior, but I'm a fast learner.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Exactly. And there's so many people with no experience that do like amazing stuff.
For sure. Maybe even come with like bright ideas because
Yeah.
they are not influenced by
Exactly.
old stuff.
Maybe it's an asset for you. It's like an advantage. Woo! We just boss ass bitch this. Next
If you
one.
use this on an interview and pass, let us know. I'm going to make mistakes. That's a tough one. I'm going to make mistakes. So probably you're afraid of doing something because once
Yeah.
again, maybe you're not that
Yeah.
experienced and you're afraid of doing mistakes. So
This applies to many areas in life, so it's hard
Yeah.
to think of a specific situation, but I'm going to make like everyone does mistakes. And
yeah,
it's by doing those mistakes that you evolve. If you don't do mistakes, you're probably like stuck in life.
yeah,
Think to
probably
me.
just think I'm gonna do my best and learn from the outcome.
Exactly.
Even if the outcome is bad, you're gonna learn like this. We never made a podcast in our lives.
Exactly.
And we are learning as we go, but if we thought that we're gonna make mistakes, which we did, and we
Yeah,
are still
we did.
doing,
Exactly.
if we think about it, that wouldn't allow us to be here right now.
Yeah.
So
Because if you stop doing stuff from of being afraid of doing mistakes, you wouldn't do like anything in life. Anything.
exactly.
You can be like in your little comfort zone. So yeah, just think about that. Another boss ass speech moment.
Another boss speech quote. Oh, that's a good one for this.
Oh, this is
Why
another
would
one.
anyone listen to me? Why would anyone listen to us?
Yeah. Because you're important. You matter. You also have a voice. And you're not like less than anyone or more. You're just yourself. And I think each person is different and each person brings something to the table.
Exactly.
So that also applies in our like content creator situation. Like, because everyone's like, oh, it's so saturated. Why would anyone like be doing that or continue
Start a
to do that?
podcast or whatever.
Exactly. If you're true to yourself, you will always bring something different.
Yeah, true. And I feel like I try to fight these feelings in my head with these words. I kind of play this game all by myself
Yeah.
sometimes because sometimes I also think like that, like, why would someone listen to our podcast? There's a million podcasts out there, million people more funny, more outgoing, more smart, whatever. And I try to fight these feelings by thinking that we have similar tastes and we watch different podcasts.
Exactly.
There's like market for everyone, and sometimes I don't watch like the most viewed podcasts. Sometimes I
No?
watch podcasts that are like smaller and
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I'm drawn to them
Yeah.
by maybe the personality of the people, maybe their personal taste. So I feel like if there's like one or two people in the world that will resonate with us,
It's always going to be important and meaningful to someone. So yeah, that's why.
just do it. I can't ask for more money,
Wow, this is a deep one. It's like, oh, you want to get a raise?
Probably wants to ask for more money, but the little devil says you can't. Maybe trying is a good word. Maybe not like I can or I can't, but trying, because I feel like if you try to get a raise, it's not like they're gonna fire you. Probably they're
Yeah.
just gonna say something like, right now we can't, but maybe in 6 months or a year
Hmm.
we can discuss your salary again. So maybe try to replace the can't with try. I can try to get more
Yeah,
money, to
exactly.
ask for
Like
more
you have
money.
nothing to lose, and you just have to remind yourself of your skills and why you do deserve to get a raise.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
good.
it applies to a lot of sentences. If you try to replace the can't with try, you don't need to get it perfectly. Trying is exactly that, just
Hmm.
trying. If you fail, it's fine. So,
Yeah. All right. And last but not least,
ooh,
thinking everything has been done already. This
that's
this is like
hard.
similar to what we've been talking about before.
Yeah,
It's like you just need to focus on how you can bring something new to the table.
yeah, and I feel like you shouldn't focus also very hard on that, because it can be very draining if you feel like you need to be that original. Like
Yeah.
it's very saturated. How can I be different? Like, don't think too much about that and just do it, because no one's the same. So
No.
if you just be yourself and do what you want to do, eventually you'll separate yourself from others. So
Yeah. And I think to me it's weird, but I feel like if you try so hard to be super original,
it's impossible. So
you end up not being true to yourself. Because if you're trying too hard, it's because it doesn't come out naturally.
yeah. And you
No?
already are, like everyone,
Exactly.
it's original somehow. The boss bitch sentence was,
Everything's done already.
oh, how can we fight this in a boss ass bitch sentence?
Everything's done already, but I'm still gonna do it because I still do it well.
Everything has almost been done. It's only waiting for you to do
Exactly.
your thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just that 1% that's missing from the world. It's you.
Yeah.
You boss ass bitch.
You boss ass bitch. Yeah, this was fun.
We have another game.
We have another game.
I'm just so excited for this one. Oh my god.
Da-da-da-da. You guys can already guess that it's the Never Have I Ever game
We wanted to play this for
for so
forever.
long. So, for the ones at home, we have in our hands a big cardboard sign. In one of the sides, it's green and it says, I have. And the other side is red and it says, I never. So, I reckon we're going to receive some questions and we're going to have to reply.
We can also say at the
Yeah.
same time, right? For our listeners. But I'm just so excited to play Never Have I Ever. Let's start this.
Let's start this.
Are you ready for this game?
Yes.
Okay, first question. Never have I ever felt like a fraud in my job or career. I have.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's basically all we've been saying
That's
for an hour
basically all
now.
we've been saying, yeah.
Next question.
Never have I ever downplayed my accomplishments to avoid feeling like a fraud. I have.
Hmm.
I've done it all.
I think I never downgraded my.
Downplayed my accomplishments to avoid feeling like a fraud.
Yeah, I usually feel like a fraud when I have like low accomplishments. When they are good, I don't usually downplay them. So I
Mhm.
never.
Never have I ever been afraid to ask for help or guidance in my work because of imposter syndrome. I don't think. I never.
I have. I have.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna start messaging Iris every week. Like, do you need help with something? Is there something you're not telling me?
And I'll be like, why she's telling me this? Am I not good enough? Why are you offering me help?
Okay.
Never have I ever felt like I got a job or opportunity solely because of luck and not because of my qualifications or skills. I have.
I have.
I have. I feel like in our field of job, it's kind of hard because you can always feel like, why did I get this instead of you, or the opposite? Like,
Yeah.
it's stuff that I feel like
Sometimes,
it's luck, right? It's just the opportunities that
yeah.
come, right timing. I don't know.
Sometimes I think we've already talked about this. Sometimes I even think like, oh, maybe someone else said no, or like loads of people said no, and I was like the last one in the list. That's why they picked me.
We were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Imagine receiving a message saying, "Oh, we really wanted to work with X, but she said no. So do you want to work with us?"
And I
I
was
would feel
like,
so
no, I don't
dumb.
want to be the second
The
option,
option.
but maybe I would.
Next, never have I ever hesitated to speak up or offer my opinion in a meeting or group because of imposter syndrome. I never.
I never, actually. No. I
No.
don't think it affects me on that
Yeah, me neither.
point. Yeah. Okay. Next one is never have I ever felt like I didn't deserve a promotion or recognition for my work because of imposter syndrome.
I think I never felt like I didn't deserve it. You're just standing there. And I haven't heard the thing from
I'm
you.
like contemplating turning to the I never, but I think I have.
I feel like I don't deserve this deal, or I don't.
Because for instance, it has happened to me like feeling that some deals that I'm happy with are gonna go away. So don't you think that's the same?
I don't think so. I
No?
think you're just scared of, because you're so happy, you're scared you're
Okay.
not getting
True.
them again.
Okay, then I never. I never, guys. I changed my answer. Okay, next one. Never have ever felt like I needed to work harder than others to prove myself because of imposter syndrome.
I have. I
Yeah,
don't know if it's because of imposter syndrome,
I
but I
have.
get the feeling that I need to work harder than everyone. And maybe it's because of imposter syndrome.
Yeah, just to get a slight bit of what they accomplished.
It seems like others get it so much
Easier
easier, but yeah, probably
and
imposter
quicker.
syndrome.
Yeah, probably imposter syndrome.
Never have I ever felt like I didn't belong in a certain social or professional group because of imposter syndrome. I think it's
The
the
one we
event.
talked about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I
I
have.
have runway shows and all.
Mm-hmm.
You feel it a little bit.
You feel
Not
it.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
Never have I ever turned down an opportunity or challenge because I didn't think I was capable enough due to imposter syndrome.
Never.
I never.
Yeah. That's a good thing though, because it shows that we at least we don't let it like affect
Exactly.
us in that point.
That's what I was saying. I think the good thing about us is that we are so work driven. So even if the imposter syndrome really hits us on a daily, we still just do
We're
the
still gonna
thing.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We might be a bit dead inside. But
Every
we're
day
still
is a
gonna do it.
hustle.
Yeah.
But we are here.
We are here.
The last one, you say it.
Last one. So
Okay.
never have I ever looked for reassurance from others about my abilities or worth.
I think it's impossible to answer I never hear because of
Yeah.
our job. We are always seeking for
Exactly. We
validation
are
from
always
others.
seeking for
Little
exactly.
like. So I
I
have.
have.
I never made a game that was so quick as this one. This was like 1 minute. I want more.
You want more?
Yes.
It's okay. We're gonna keep the little carton boards and we're gonna see if our producer does this more.
Oh, I love
She's
this
nodding
game.
yes. She's saying yes. All right, guys.
Is that time already?
Yeah, I think it's a wrap, isn't it?
It's the pink ball time.
It's the pink ball time.
We need a jingle for the pink ball time.
So today I think it's my turn to take and you read, right?
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. A little ASMR for you guys at home.
Pink ball time.
This is the one.
You feel this is the one?
That's the one I want. That's the one I like.
You're not ready for this one.
Show me.
She did!
Oh my god, it's gonna be so juicy.
I
It's
can't
gonna
wait
be
for
so
the
juicy.
stories.
Oh my god.
I love hearing about other people's relationships.
I know. It's so bad though, isn't it?
It's the worst.
It's like, so have you ever been cheated on? Tell me all about it.
So I can be prepared.
Yeah.
But also there's other types of cheating, so we're gonna get it all.
Yeah. Cheating in friendship, cheating at work, cheating in life. Games. Yeah, that's true. Oh, it's gonna be a juicy one, guys.
So are we cheaters? We're gonna know next
We're
episode.
gonna know next episode. I hope to see you guys there. And thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for watching. Love you.
We love you.
See you next week.
Bye.
Game time. Are you ready for this game?
Yes.
Okay.
Blooper.
Wow. That was the mini devil. Okay.
Our producer just handed us this things that look like racket de ténis? Racket de ping-pong? Como é que se diz racket?
It's pink ball time.
It's ping pong time. You know that it's peanut butter jelly time.
It's the ping ball time.
Ping pong time.